Hi, my name is Jeff Young, and this is Management 3385. And this is an introductory video that helps me connect with you a little bit, and it also gives me the opportunity to run through a few of the key elements from the syllabus. So our course, Management 3385, runs from September through to December, and I wanted to make sure that you, first of all, read the course syllabus in detail. When you log into the course online, you can find a copy of the syllabus, and you can also find our weekly modules. Now, just by way of some opening information, it's an online course, so we don't meet on campus. However, we will have an online Collaborate session that will be available Tuesday evenings from 5 to 6. So you can log on, you can click on your Collaborate, and you can come in online. And if you have comments, questions, concerns, whatever, we can address those there. This is not a class, it's not a lecture, it's just a form of electronic office hours so that you and I can talk in real time. So that option is available to you. If you want to talk with me outside those hours, please feel free to give me a telephone call. I've given you my home phone number. It's 902-445-4407. It's on the syllabus. Please feel free to call me at any time. If you don't get me, please leave a message. Make sure you leave a return number for me. If you feel like you would like to meet in person with me, that's easily arranged too. I have access to SOBI 232, which is a part-time faculty office in the Department of Management at St. Mary's. So we can meet there in person at a mutually convenient day and time. So please, if you want to meet, contact me and let me know. You can also email me through the online system or at my St. Mary's address, which is available on the course syllabus. Send me an email. Please understand that I check my emails early in the morning and usually early in the evening. So I check at least twice a day. Sometimes I check during the day, sometimes not, but I certainly check in the morning and late in the afternoon. So if I don't respond to your email within 10 minutes, you might have to hold on for a bit. But I do respond to emails. So our course is overviewed in the syllabus. It's a fairly standard introduction to human resource management. So we're going to cover the key issues, legal issues, ethical issues as they relate to human resource management, human resource planning, recruitment, selection, performance appraisal, union management issues, and so on. The usual kinds of topics for this type of course. Now, I've provided some notion of course objectives and so on. Please read through those. They're on the course syllabus. Really what I wanted to focus on was the elements of evaluation. Now, first of all, we have 5 elements of evaluation. The first element is the weekly team assignment. Now what's going to happen here is I will assign you to a team, and when you go online on the course website, you will have immediate access to your group, okay? And you can use the group discussion board. In fact, I will have forums set up for you for each item. For example, you will have Module 1, you will have Assignment 1. That is to be prepared by the group and submitted by the group. You don't need to meet on campus. You can meet virtually, online through the course site. What I will do is I will assign you to a group, and during the first week of the course, September 9th through to the 13th, there's really nothing due that week. That's just an introductory week. So you can go online, you can roam around through the course site, and you can become familiar with the course. You can also connect with the other people in your group. Okay? And what I would like you to do is determine who will be the team leader for a particular assignment for a particular week. There will be 12 assignments, one for each main week of the course. Those are all listed on the course syllabus, but they are group assignments. They are not individual assignments. But each group should assign, or somebody should volunteer as the team leader for one particular week. There are going to be 4 to 5 people in each group, so everybody will have 2 or 3 opportunities to be team leader. Team leader's job is not to do the assignment. The team leader's job is to pull together the discussion that's provided online under Module 1, Assignment 1. Go in on your group discussion board, you will see that right away, and if you click on that, you'll be able to post comments. Other people in the group will be able to read those and post responses to you. So I'm hoping that we can have a bit of a discussion online with respect to the assignment. The team leader's job then is pulling your answers together and submitting your answers in a Word document. Send it to me through the Blackboard email system. Send it to my email address. You just need to attach a Word document. Okay? I will get that document and I will grade it and I will return it to you. Assignments are due on Sunday night. So generally I get them back to you by Thursday or Friday of the following week. So you'll get your assignment, your previous assignment, before the next assignment is due. Now, what I need from you is the assignment name and number. I need your group name and number. And I need the names of the people in the group who contributed to the assignment. Okay? So, if somebody in your group did not participate in the creation of the assignment, the discussion of that assignment, then fine. Don't add that person's name to the list. Okay? So at the very top of your Word document, it should say Module 1, Assignment 1, Group, whatever, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you should list the names of the contributing members to that assignment. I hope that's clear. There are no individual assignments. If you miss an assignment, that's too bad. You get a 0, unfortunately. Move on to the next one. So take part of your first week to really go through the course outline in detail. Get online, discuss with your group members how you're going to manage the course, and get stuck in to Assignment 1. Assignment 1 is not due for quite some time. So Assignment 1 will not be due until 11 p.m. on Sunday, September 20th. And the course starts on Wednesday, September 9th. So that September 9th to 13th, as I said, is a bit of an introductory week for you to get familiar with the system. Then in the second week of the course, we move into Module 1, which really focuses on Chapter 1. And what you should do is read the module notes. They're not long, they're more directive, and you should begin working with your group members on the construction of an answer to Assignment 1. Now, I've tried to make things as clear as possible in the course outline, and I'm trying to make them clear again through this video. So if something is not clear, then please call me or send me an email right away. But please make sure that you read the syllabus before you call me. If there's something that's incorrect in the syllabus or there's something that's not clear, I apologize and we'll fix it. Okay? So, those are the weekly team assignments. There are 12 of those. And typically I just take an average of your team assignment scores, and that will be out of 15%. The second item is participation. Now, Participation is different from the assignment. For the assignment, you get assignment points. You do not get participation points per se for the assignment. When you go into Module 1, you'll see that there's an assignment case and there's a participation case. Now, there are 12 participation cases, right? I lie. There are 11. Sorry. I don't have one in the very last week of the course because that week is quite short. So there are 11 discussion cases. All I've asked you to do is read a chapter, in some instances two, but generally your discussion is based on one chapter, and discuss the case or the exercise or whatever's given. For the most part, they're cases. Read through the instructions, read the case, and then look at the 2, 3, 4 questions that follow the case. And then you can post your answers to these questions. And other people can comment on them. There is no submission for the participation cases. Okay? You get up to 20% of your grade for participating in each module's discussion case. So I can go in online, I can see who made how many comments, I can see what those comments are, and you will have a week. You will have from Monday through till 11 p.m. on the following Sunday night to participate in the group discussion case. If you have no comments, you will get 0 for discussion for that particular module. Okay, so beginning with Module 1, there will be a discussion case. What I'm really looking for is 2 or 3 posts from people. Respond to questions from the case, respond to other people's answers. Is it a good answer? It's just like being in class. Again, you don't need to meet on campus. And in some instances, you won't be able to, because we've had people from various parts of Canada sitting in on some of these courses and from other countries. So it's practically impossible for them to get to campus to have a meeting. It's an online course, so we're operating through the Blackboard system for this term. Again, you log in each week. There will be a forum. It will say Module 1, Discussion 1, Module 2, Discussion 2, and so on for the next week. So in Module 1's discussion, all you have to do is click on it, and you can post some comments. Other people should be able to say, I agree, disagree, and so on and so forth. Now, simply saying I agree doesn't get you any points. Tell me what you agree with. Tell me why you agree with what someone is saying. Okay? Treat it as though you were in a classroom and your group had been given a case and some questions to answer, and you just have a discussion about those questions and answers. Okay? So there is nothing that has to be submitted for your group discussion, other than you have to make your posts. We don't need a team leader on the discussions. We don't need a Word document that has to be submitted to me. Team leaders and Word documents are for the assignments, okay? So those are 2 separate elements of the course. The assignments are group. You submit your answers as a group. I will grade you. I'll grade your response, your assignment, and send it back to you. The discussions, I'm going to go in and see who discussed what. How many times did they post? How many, what quality did they have? Again, read the course syllabus, please. There is some information that describes expectations with respect to discussions. A third element of the syllabus is the term team report. Again, it's described in a bit more detail on the syllabus, but this is for your team, your group. This is not an individual assignment. And basically, what I'm asking people to do is to, throughout the term, start to work on the team term report. And again, there will be a forum created for you under your group discussion board, and it will say Team Term Report. And all you need to do is click on that, and you can then enter there and begin to make your comments electronically. Things are called posts, for the most part, I think, by most people. Anyway, the Team Term Report will require a team leader. So again, it will be the team leader's job to pull together everything into a final Word document. And again, at the top of the document, you should have the report, Team Term Report, your group number, the names of the people in the group who contributed, and then there should be a report that follows. And the report is asking you to examine the issue of human resource management. What are the trends in terms of human resource management professionals? Okay? What have been the historical roles that they have played? What are the trends that might be affecting their knowledge and skill development and their actual practice in organizations? Okay, so again, I provided a bit more detail in the syllabus, so please go back, have a look at the syllabus. And again, if there's something that you think is unclear or there's something missing, contact me right away, by phone, by email, and I'll get your questions answered. All right, two other items. One is the midterm quiz. Now, the midterm quiz is going to be online. And again, it's detailed in the syllabus. It's going to be a 60-item multiple choice quiz based on chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the text. I don't think I mentioned the text earlier on, but you probably should think about getting a copy of the text. It is the 10th edition of Schwind, Das, Wager. Just let me find it here. So here we are. Schwind, Das, Wager, Facina, and Bullmash. It's the 2013 edition, Canadian Human Resource Management, 10th edition. That's available in the bookstore. That's the text we're using. Some people try to get by on an 8th or 9th. I have no comment on that. My comment is we are using the 10th edition. Again, it's detailed on the course outline. So the midterm quiz will focus on the first 4 chapters, 60 items, all multiple choice, probably about 15 items per chapter. When we get a little closer to the time of the midterm, I'll give you a bit more direction on the types of questions and so on. Now, the online quiz will be available to you for 72 hours. Again, this is detailed on the course syllabus. You will be able to access the quiz starting Monday, October the 19th at 8 a.m. That's Halifax time. And you will have until 8 a.m. Halifax time on Thursday, October the 22nd. You will have a time limit there. It will probably be about 75 minutes. But again, I will clarify that when we get a bit closer. My point is, first of all, there is no proctor required for the quiz. So there's sort of an honor system here. Secondly, once you enter the quiz site, you must complete the quiz and submit it. If you go in and say, well, I'll have a look at the quiz, and you start answering a few questions, say, I think I'll go get a copy and come back and finish it, it won't let you back in. So please, once you go in, complete the quiz, submit it, and you'll get a grade through the system very quickly. What has happened, I've taught several courses online over the past 7 or 8 years now at St. Mary's, and what's tended to happen with virtually every quiz is someone forgets about it. Someone goes in and leaves after 10 minutes and then can't get back in. So please, don't forget about the quiz. Once you start the quiz, finish it, then come back out. Again, you don't need a proctor for the quiz. Now, the final exam. The final exam will consist of 120 multiple choice items. It will be based on chapters 5 to 14 inclusive. Now, if you live within the 100 kilometer zone, or within 100 kilometers of St. Mary's University, you're going to be required to come to campus to write that exam. Now, the day, the time, the date of that exam will be established by the registrar's office at St. Mary's University. Generally, they post that information around October or something, so you'll have plenty of advanced knowledge. So if you're inside that 100 kilometer zone, perfect. You can write on campus, and I'll be there to proctor that exam. If you're outside the zone, if you're in Calgary, or some folks have been in China or other parts of the globe. So what you need to do is have a proctor for the final exam. You do not need a proctor for the midterm. You need a proctor for the final exam. Now, on the website, there's an opportunity for you to submit a proctoring form. Generally, it doesn't get submitted to me, although some people seem to think it does. It's actually the good folks at Continuing Education at St. Mary's University who manage those things. I really don't have anything to do with setting up the proctor or getting exam access to them or any such thing, or getting the exam back. The folks at Continuing Ed at St. Mary's University do that. Okay, so please connect with those folks. Shauna McDonald Chiem is a good person to deal with your proctor for the final exam if you're outside that 100 kilometer zone. Okay, so typically what happens is I make some announcements on a weekly basis. I try to start off on Monday morning with announcements. And what you can do is when you go online and you go into the course site, on the upper left you should see the word announcements. You should click on those. Right? And you can catch up on announcements if you've missed them. You can stay very current with them. Sometimes I'll certainly send a reminder about the midterm, and I'll send a reminder about the final, and so on. But generally, there's at least one announcement a week, sometimes two. Okay? So please pay attention to the announcements. Now, here's what happens with announcements. I create the announcement. It's usually quite brief, and I send it out. It gets posted on the course website, but it also gets sent to your email address. Okay? Now, that's the address that you gave St. Mary's University when you first registered. Now, what's happened with a number of students over time is they don't get the announcements or any other emails from me. And they find out halfway or 3/4 of the way through the course that they're not getting emails, and so on and so forth. And I think what's happened is their email address has changed. They're using a new email address, but St. Mary's still has the old email address. So make sure that St. Mary's has your most recent email address. I think you can probably do that, change that a number of ways. I'm quite sure you can do it online. You could go into the computer help desk. You could probably even do it at the registrar's office, which will be busy this time of year. But understand, my announcement gets posted, and my announcement also gets sent directly to the email address that the system has for you. So if it's not current, please change it. Did I mention reading the syllabus? If you haven't read the syllabus, you should start to do so. Again, if there are some errors or omissions, contact me right away, and I will try to clarify those things. What I tend to do with the assignments and the discussion cases is I tend to post sample answers. So each week, I'll either post them on the home page or send them as email attachments or some such thing. But generally, you will get some sense of what I was looking for in the assignment case, not only from your grade and my comments, but also from my posting of the sample answer. Likewise, with the discussion case, I will post a sample answer to that. Okay? So, I think that is just about everything from my point of view. Again, the first week, September 9th through the 13th, is just an introduction. It's an opportunity for you to get the book, to start reading, to get online, to go in and play around with the system a little bit, motor around in there, and get familiar with the group discussion board for sure, and look at the email system and what have you. We begin our serious work, well, we begin our serious work on September 9th, but we get more serious in week 2, which begins for me on September 14th. We begin with Module 1, Chapter 1. If I didn't say this, please forgive me. Please read the course syllabus. Read the course syllabus. Stay with me. If you have any concerns, email me. You can do so very easily online or using my St. Mary's email address, or call me at home, 902-445-4407. My intention this term is to try to do a couple of these home videos. I have an office at my home and I'm sitting at my desk. So this very amateurish looking video is exactly that. It's just me taking a video. But what I'm going to try to do is post a few videos over the course and over the course of the term, and try to highlight some of the key issues. There's a lot of material in the textbook. So I've tried to cover a few key points, but please do read the syllabus, get online, start moving through the system, and if anything comes up at any time that you need to talk to me about, please email me or phone me. I hope you have a very good term, and I'll probably see some of you at the December exam. So enjoy your term. Thank you very much, and I will be in touch with you. Bye.